Welcome to day 21 of the 60-day AMA program. Here are the highlights from the session. Tonight, Nick and Jeremy went back to basics, discussing network fundamentals, token utility, and security. But first, some key updates from Nick. Our pre-sale ends on the 26th. We are preparing for the mainnet launch and TGE event. This week, I will address edge case requests related to BDAG updates, including X10 miner reviews and NFT boosters. In tomorrow's AMA, I will present findings on miner points and NFT impacts. Additionally, we will share information regarding miner payment updates for transparency. Miners are currently in production, with positive developments highlighted by a supportive community referendum impacting vesting contracts. Smart contracts are being audited by CertiK and Hacken as the project transitions to the mainnet. The token generation event will finalize allocations and proceed listings, marking a significant milestone. Exciting updates for the mainnet are expected in the next 3 to 6 months, including enhancements related to Mercury, Uniswap, core functionality, and the staking reward contract, along with overall miner distribution. Let's now revisit the fundamentals. BlockDAG is a Layer 1 infrastructure network built on a directed acyclic graph structure. What does that actually mean? Jeremy explained that BlockDAG technology contrasts with traditional blockchains like Bitcoin and Ethereum by enabling the creation of blocks in parallel rather than in a linear chain, enhancing efficiency and throughput. This is akin to comparing a single-lane highway to a multi-lane one. The BlockDAG design allows for better scalability and strong security, with future developments anticipated in the next 3 to 6 months to expand its capabilities through multiple parallel chains. Development of the testnet has progressed through several versions: Alpha, Primordial, Awakening, Incarnation, and now moving towards mainnet. Each phase has undergone rigorous testing and planning. The team is actively engaging with the developer community, with outreach initiated by Marcus. The Zelf team, recognized engineers in Web3, is contributing to the project by assisting with hardening, further ensuring the project's robustness. Here's more about the BDAG token, utility and function. Nick explained that BDAG is a non-investment native utility token of the BlockDAG network, explicitly not classified as a security token. Its primary functions include paying transaction fees, supporting smart contract activities, and facilitating participation in governance mechanics, which will be defined in the upcoming 3 to 6 months. What about staking utility? Just to also add as part of that utility, one of the big utility drivers is our staking reward contract, which is going to be launched just subsequently post-mainnet. This is great news as it provides immediate utility for our token holders post the 16th. Jeremy explained that the token is a reward for proof of work done by the mining community as well. What we've done with the staking is we've tied the people who earn the tokens to the staking, to the mining mechanism, to encourage more participation. In future, we're going to allow those staking rewards to be offered by projects that launch on the network as well, and they can use that. Nick added that Jeremy's idea is to look at staking contracts for our grant recipients and also other projects. I think it was a great visionary move on the CTO's part with regards to how we can leverage our staking contract, not only for our BDAG rewards, as Jeremy just said, tied to the mining community and the mining proof of work consensus, but also, more importantly, facilitate stacked rewards. Imagine you have a project and you want to reward our ecosystem customers with some form of reward mechanism. The staking contract can facilitate that. Jeremy clarified, the BDAG utility serves primarily as a staking reward and facilitates rewards within its ecosystem. It emphasizes that it operates on a proof-of-work consensus mechanism, rewarding miners for their contributions. Importantly, it clarifies that BDAG is neither a security nor an investment, but rather a reward utility token used within the ecosystem. The developer community is asking about smart contracts and EVM compatibility. Nick explained that BlockDAG is an EVM-compatible chain, enabling developers to utilize Ethereum tools and smart contracts. Post-mainnet, various protocol solutions will be added to the main chain. The ecosystem offers a wealth of resources for developers, including comprehensive articles and weekly updates through the Developer Hub in the BlockDAG Academy, where developers can actively engage and access necessary tooling and current status updates. Marcus emphasizes the importance of education within the developer community, highlighting outreach efforts and activities designed to support this group. The focus is on building 4 educational pillars to enhance engagement with brands and businesses moving forward. Beyond usage and safety, community members also want to understand how BlockDAG evolves. Who makes the decisions? How is the processing done? How are incentives designed? How is decentralization approached? Nick explained. Decentralization involves distributing control and decision-making across multiple parties rather than relying on a single entity. The X30 and X100 miners employ a consensus method where users collectively validate transactions and blocks. With over 5,000 potential miners able to run their own nodes, the decentralization aspect is significant, contrasting with projects that utilize only a handful of validators. The token economics focus on supply design, including distribution, reward incentives, and utility, with allocations covering various operational aspects. Detailed documentation on tokenomics and reward distribution for mining will be released soon, coinciding with upcoming listings. From a token economics perspective, the key part here is the design of our token supply through distribution, reward incentives, and utility. This includes allocations from our vesting schedule, foundation perspective, operations, marketing, team allocations, pre-sale, mining pool, which are offered as rewards to our miners for their proof of work. Governance is established through the consensus method enabled by the miners, determining which blocks to mine and any updates to the chain. What are the most important security rules and best practices that the community should follow? Here are some universal and BlockDAG-specific safety rules. 1. Never share your seed phrase or private key. These credentials grant complete control over your wallet. 2. Use official support channels only. Contact support through the blockdag.network site or via support@blockdag.network. Include your wallet address and TX ID when reporting issues. 3. Connect using Wallet Connect only on official sites and verify the URLs. If unsure about a DApp, seek verification from official sources. 4. Use the correct wallet for claims. Ensure you're signing with the wallet address used for purchases to see tokens in your dashboard. Wallet verification will occur during the claim process based on the wallet address. Delays in network transactions may occur due to congestion, low fees, wallet routing, or confirmation requirements. Users are advised to check blockchain explorers, which publicly display transaction details. If there is uncertainty, sharing the transaction ID can facilitate assistance. When will BDAG be listed on an exchange, and do we have a specified date? And how can people avoid misinformation about this? We will be listing on February 16, 2026, and have established partnerships with several centralized and decentralized exchanges. Our market-making and marketing efforts are prepared, supported by our dedicated marketing team. Let's talk about KYC and AML requirements. KYC requirements. Make sure that if there's any AML KYC requirements for the exchanges, you obviously follow those processes. That is not a BlockDAG requirement, it is an exchange requirement. But we're making it available through DEXs and centralized exchanges. For our community on a global scale, can we discuss the nodes, validators, mining, and performance? Jeremy explained the technology behind their blockchain, describing it as a network of computers sharing ledger data and engaging in proof of work for transaction validation. Key activities include messaging about transactions, block processing, and peer-to-peer communications, emphasizing unique technologies not found in other blockchains. Performance advantages stem from using a directed acyclic graph, achieving speeds up to 500 times faster than Ethereum and shorter finalization times, targeted at a few seconds, optimistically 1.2 seconds. Future optimizations will focus on increasing block rates and sizes to enhance transaction capacity and further reduce finality. To wrap up, where should newcomers begin, and what official resources should they rely on? Where should they go? If they're newcomers, they need to go to blockdag.net work number 1, first and foremost. Then, depending on what type of user you are, if you're a developer, we have docs.blockdag.network. We obviously have the Academy, and Nick suggested the Academy is a great resource in terms of familiarizing yourself with various concepts from a crypto perspective. What is a wallet? How does it work? What is a wallet address? What is the seed phrase? What is the difference between nodes and validators? What is directed acyclic graph structure versus other chains? There is a wealth of content within the Academy, as well as within our wiki and documentation. Understanding the fundamentals of BlockDAG is crucial, focusing on the network's operation, token functionality, and security verification. Prioritizing clarity, documentation, and correct processes is essential as the project matures. The project's consistent direction emphasizes fewer assumptions, more verifiable information, and increased execution over speculation or timelines. Let's close out this session with some final reminders to emphasize the importance of relying on official documentation, never sharing seed phrases or private keys, verifying links before wallet connections, and reaching out to the team for clarity on any uncertainties. And that wrapped up day 21.